Hello students, good morning. You are welcome in the lecture number 11 of a chapter of electrochemistry. In the last lecture, we have completed the quantitative aspects of electrochemistry, quantitative aspects of electrolysis process in electrochemistry, and based on those quantitative aspects, we have studied how to calculate the amount of substance deposited at cathode and the amount of substance evolved at anode. Those calculations, those formula we have studied on the basis of that quantitative aspect. There we have seen that whenever one electrolyte solution is electrolyzed, the formula applicable is different. On the other hand, whenever two electrolyte solutions are electrolyzed, the applicable formula is different. And there we have seen the quantity of electricity, Coulomb, Faraday, which are the units of charge. They are the units of electricity. And we have seen the moles of electrons, moles of substance, and finally mass of the substance deposited. In this lecture, we are supposed to complete these three problems. Problem number, this is first problem, second and third problem. These three problems we are supposed to complete in this lecture. I am telling you the method for calculation. How to solve these problems, I am telling you here the method and the actual calculations you have to perform and you have to find out the perfect answer. So let us see it one by one. First problem is in your book, that is at the end of chapter, they have given exercise on page number 118 in your book. On page number 118, there is question number 3. Answer the following in brief. Question number 3 at the bottom. Answer the following in brief. And in that answer, there is, in that question, there is the sub question number 4. And that is this sub question number 4. How many moles of electrons are passed when 0.8 ampere current is passed for 1 hour through molten calcium chloride? We know the quantity of electricity. This problem is based on quantity of electricity and moles of the electrons. We know the quantity of electricity expressed in two units, Coulomb and Faraday. What is Coulomb? We know Coulomb is the smaller unit of electricity, and Coulomb is the quantity of electricity whenever 1 ampere current strength is passed through a certain point for 1 second. 1 ampere, 1 second is known as 1 coulomb of electricity. That we know, small unit of charge. Second unit, Faraday. Faraday of electricity is nothing but equal to 96,500 coulombs. Or Faraday of electricity is the charge present on 1 mole of electron, or that is the charge which is responsible for deposition of 1 gram equivalent of the substance. So this first problem is based on calculation of number of moles of the electron. So for solving this problem, we know the regular method. First of all, write down the given data of that problem. Given data, they have given current strength I. How many moles of electron are passed when 0.8 ampere current I, 0.8 ampere current strength is passed for 1 hour through molten calcium chloride. Time they have given as 1 hour. Now we know Q is a product of I into T, but I is taken in ampere and T is the time taken in seconds, not hour. Therefore this hour must be converted to seconds. So T is equal to 1 hour multiplied by 60. So now it is minute multiplied by 60. Now it will be seconds, and that comes equal to 3600 seconds. 1 hour will be equal to 3600 seconds. Now solution, that is the data given, and they have asked to calculate the number of moles of electrons. Steps of calculations we have studied. First step is to calculate the quantity of electricity Q. Q is equal to IT. Second step is to calculate the moles of electrons passed. So in the solution we know the formula. We have seen that formula in detail in the calculations in the last lecture. Moles of electrons passed will be equal to Q divided by 96,500. How this formula comes, that we have seen in detail. I am not telling here the detailed derivation of this formula, because that detailed derivation we have studied just in the last lecture. You may see that lecture once again, so that you will come to know how this formula comes. Q upon 96,500. Now substituting for Q, moles of electrons passed will be equal to Q is I into T divided by 96,500. And now substitute the values. Moles of electrons passed will be equal to I is 0.8, T is 3600 divided by 96,500. These 20 from numerator and denominator are cancelled. 20 from numerator and 20 from the denominator are cancelled. Now solve this. Moles of electrons passed will be equal to 8 6 are 48, 4 is carried, 8 3 are 24 plus 4, 28, 8, here it is 1, so 28.8 divided by 965. Now how to solve this? Log of 28.8 minus log of 965. See here how to solve this. Log of 28.8, let it is equal to x, minus log of 965, let it is equal to y. So x minus y, let answer comes to be z. And then what we have to see? We have to see the anti-log of z, and that is nothing but the moles of electrons passed, that is equal to anti-log of z, and this anti-log of z must come equal to, I am telling you the answer, the anti-log of that z should be equal to, because I have calculated that how many moles of electrons are coming. I have calculated that answer, and anti-log of this z must come equal to 0.029, or that is considered as 0.03 moles. Approximation here done, 0.03 moles. So this is the solution. How I have solved this problem? First of all, write the given data. I is equal to 0.8 ampere, time 1 hour, but we have to take time in seconds. So 1 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60, 3600. Q is equal to IT. We know moles of electron passed, we have studied Q upon 96,500. Moles of electron passed, Q is nothing but IT. Substituting values 0.8, 3600, 9650, 96,500. 20 from numerator and denominator cancelled. So 0.8 multiplied by 36, 28.8 divided by 965. Log of this one minus log of this one, x minus y. If it is z, see the antilog. So moles of electron passed is antilog of z, and that answer must be equal to 0.029 or approximately 0.03 moles. What is your job now? What is the work I have not completed? I am giving for you. You have to see only this. What is x, what is y, and what is that subtraction, and what is the antilog. Only that part you have to see. Remaining method I have told over here. Now next problem. Here one problem we have completed. One more problem is there on the same page. There is one more problem on the same page. Question number 4 now. Here we have seen question number 3 and sub question 4. Now question number 4 and sub question 3. This first one I have completed. Now let us see the second problem that is there in your book as a question number 4. Answer the following. Question number 4, answer the following, and sub question number 3. What current strength in ampere will be required to produce 2.4 gram of copper from copper sulfate solution in 1 hour, given molar mass of copper is equal to 63.5 gram per mole. Per mole, mole raised to minus 1. Mole raised to minus 1 means gram per mole. So let us solve this problem now. What current strength in ampere will be required? We have to calculate the current strength, means I. Value of I we have to calculate. Calculate the current strength in ampere. So first of all, write down the given data of a problem. Given data where I we have to calculate current strength. Then required to produce 2.4 gram of copper, means they have given weight of copper. Weight of copper they have given 2.4 gram. Then what else is given? Copper from copper sulfate solution in 1 hour, means time is given 1 hour, and we know 1 hour will be equal to how many seconds we have calculated just now in the previous problem? 3600 seconds, because here we have to take the seconds, not hour. Then what else they have given? They have given molar mass. Molar mass of copper, that is 63.5. 63.5 gram per mole. Molar mass is given. What else is given? The name of electrolyte of copper. Electrolyte of copper is copper sulfate. So that is the data given, and we have to calculate the value of I, current strength. See, are you getting it? How to remove, how to take the data from given problem. What is the current strength in ampere? Means current strength I we have to calculate. What is the current strength in ampere will be required to produce 2.4 gram of copper, means mass of copper, weight of copper is 2.4 gram. From copper sulfate solution in 1 hour, time is 1 hour, but we are taking time in the second, so time will be 3600 seconds. Then molar mass of copper 63.5 gram per mole, and the electrolyte of copper they have given is copper sulfate, not copper chloride, not cupric chloride, not cupric bromide. The name of electrolyte they have given is copper sulfate. Name of electrolyte is also important because we have to calculate the mole ratio. Mole ratio is important here. So I am telling you the calculations of mole ratio. We know mole ratio is equal to, what is that formula? Moles of substance divided by moles of electrons. This formula we know. Moles of substance divided by moles of electrons. Electrolyte is important to calculate the mole ratio. Moles of substance divided by moles of electrolyte. So let us see the solution now here. Solution of the problem. So first of all, we have to calculate the mole ratio, and that mole ratio is nothing but, we know the formula, moles of copper deposited divided by moles of electrons. We know electrolyte is copper sulfate. It is giving Cu plus 2 plus SO4 minus 2. And for deposition, reaction is Cu2 plus 2 electron giving copper. Therefore, mole ratio, now we can calculate mole ratio is equal to moles of copper 1 divided by moles of electron 2. So it is 0.5, or we can simply write as 1/2 also. That is the moles of electron. Now we have to calculate I, means current strength. And to calculate the current strength, final formula, whenever one electrolyte solution is electrolyzed, that formula we know. Final formula, when one electrolyte solution is electrolyzed, that weight of the substance, that is weight of copper, will be equal to, what is that? I into T divided by 96,500 divided by, multiplied by mole ratio multiplied by molar mass. I we have to calculate. So convert this formula for I. So what is that for I? I current strength will be equal to weight of copper multiplied by 96,500 divided by time in second multiplied by mole ratio multiplied by molar mass. See, this formula is written like this for I, because this goes at numerator and these three terms goes at the denominator. Time we have to take in the second. Now substitution, I is equal to weight of copper they have given in gram 2.4 gram multiplied by 96,500 divided by time 3600 multiplied by mole ratio 1/2. Mole ratio is 1 divided by 2, or this can also be written like this, 2 divided by 1 here. Is it right? Either written as half here or written as 2 divided by 1. That is mole ratio multiplied by molar mass 63.5. And now simply we can solve this. We may or may not write the 1. this one may not write even also, not necessary to write the 1. So what is the final figure? 2.4 into 96,500 into 2 divided by 3600 into 63.5. Now how to solve this? Take log of this, log of numerator, addition, then log of denominator, separate addition, and finally log of numerator minus log of denominator, and then see the antilog, log of numerator minus log of denominator, and then see the antilog, so that antilog must be equal to final answer of I, which I have calculated. I am telling you, see the final answer, that must comes equal to 2.03 ampere, approximately 2.03 ampere. Only this calculation you have to perform. How to do this calculation? Log of numerator, addition. See the log of these three terms and do addition. Then separately do the log of these terms and their addition. Then now log of numerator minus log of denominator, and finally see the antilog. That antilog is nothing but current strength I, and that answer must be 2.03 ampere. That is how I, current strength, can be calculated if weight, time, molar mass and mole ratio, electrolyte name is given. We can calculate the current strength I. Only this calculation I am telling to perform you as a homework. Now next problem. This next one more problem which I have written is already given in the solution form in your book. In your book, the solution of this problem is given on page number, see somewhere on the page number 102. The solution of this problem is given on page number 102. That problem, how to solve, I am telling you the method. You can find out the answer. I am just telling you the method. That is written as problem number 5.9 on page number 102. Already they have given solution also, but I am explaining it once again. In certain electrolysis experiment, 4.36 gram of zinc are deposited in cell containing zinc sulfate solution. Calculate the mass of aluminium deposited in cell containing aluminium chloride solution connected in series in cell containing zinc sulfate. Molar mass of zinc and aluminium are given. See what they have given here. In one cell they have taken a solution of ZnSO4. In another solution, another beaker, they have taken a solution of aluminium chloride, and these are electrolyzed simultaneously, and by simultaneous electrolysis same quantity of electricity is passed through two electrolyte solutions. Weight of zinc is given, deposited on cathode. What is the weight of aluminium? They have asked to calculate. That is the problem. Two electrolyte solutions are connected in series, zinc sulfate and aluminium chloride. The mass of zinc deposited is given, and we are asked to calculate the weight of aluminium deposited. Weight of zinc deposited is given 4.36 gram, and we are asked to calculate the weight of aluminium deposited. That formula also we have studied. Now what is the given data? I am writing here only. Given data of the problem is, they have given weight of zinc as 4.36 gram. They have asked to calculate the weight of aluminium is equal to question mark. Then molar mass of zinc is given as 65.4. Molar mass of aluminium is given as 27. The unit is gram per mole for the molar mass, and the electrolytes are given. Two electrolytes are given. Electrolyte of zinc is zinc sulfate, and electrolyte of aluminium is aluminium chloride. This is the data given from this problem. This is the data given. Weight of zinc 4.36 gram. Weight of aluminium we have to calculate. Molar mass of zinc 65.4. Molar mass of aluminium 27 gram per mole. Electrolyte of zinc is zinc sulfate, and electrolyte of aluminium is aluminium chloride, and they have asked to calculate the weight of aluminium deposited. This is the experiment. Zinc sulfate and aluminium chloride are electrolyzed in a series. At that time, whenever two electrolyte solutions are connected in series, we have seen this formula. Weight of zinc will be equal to, or we have seen that weight of zinc upon what that side comes, it is mole ratio of zinc multiplied by, what is that, molar mass of zinc is equal to, see what is that formula, weight of zinc upon mole ratio of zinc multiplied by molar of mass of zinc is equal to weight of aluminium divided by, is it right? This formula we have studied. Weight of aluminium upon mole ratio of aluminium multiplied by molar mass of aluminium. This formula we have studied in the last lecture only. How to derive this equation also we have seen. You may observe the video once again, lecture number 10. How to derive this formula we have studied in detail. Now, weight of zinc is known, molar mass of zinc is known, molar mass of aluminium is known, weight of aluminium we have to calculate, and mole ratio of zinc and aluminium is very easy to calculate. Mole ratio, we know the formula, mole ratio will be equal to, what is that, moles of substance divided by moles of electrons. So calculate the mole ratio of zinc. For zinc, the electrolyte given is ZnSO4, which is giving Zn plus 2 plus SO4 minus 2. Therefore, Zn plus 2 plus 2 electron giving Zn. What is mole ratio? Mr of zinc will be equal to 1 divided by 2. Mole of substance is 1, moles of electron 2, 1 upon 2. Second, now calculate mole ratio of AlCl3. AlCl3 is dissociated like Al plus 3Cl minus. Now mole ratio of aluminium will be equal to, moles of aluminium is 1 divided by moles of electron 3. I am writing the reduction reaction here once again. Al plus 3 electron giving Al. Now you can easily write the mole ratio of aluminium is equal to 1 upon 3, because 1 mole of substance and 3 is the moles of electron. So 1/3, here it is 1/2. Now substitute the values for calculation. Weight of zinc is given as 4.36 divided by mole ratio of zinc is 1/2 multiplied by molar mass of zinc 65.4 is equal to weight of aluminium we have to calculate divided by mole ratio of aluminium is 1/3 multiplied by molar mass 27. Now solving this, what it become? This is 1/2. I am writing once again 1/2. 2 goes at the numerator, 4.36 into 2 divided by 65.4 is equal to weight of aluminium into 3 divided by 27. And weight of aluminium we have to calculate. So weight of aluminium, 3 comes here, 27 here. So 4.36 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 27 divided by 65.4 into 3. And this you can solve easily. 3, this is 9. So weight of aluminium will be equal to 4.36 into 2 into 9 divided by 65.4. Now take the log, do summation, minus log of this term, and finally anti-log. That is the answer, and that answer must comes equal to 1.2 gram. This answer should be equal to, they have given as 1.2 gram in your book, and that is the correct answer. So what is the job for you here? You have to see the log of these 4 terms, do addition here, subtract this, and then see the antilog. That is the final answer of weight of aluminium. In that manner, if weight of one substance is known, weight of the other substance can be calculated from the quantitative aspects. So with that, we have completed the numerical examples based on quantitative aspects of electrolysis. The next point is galvanic cell. We will continue in the next lecture.